You want to cut your hair?
Yeah.
Have you not been to a hairdresser's yet?
I've got lockdown hair cut.
Have you?
Yeah, lockdown bowl cut.
I've got lockdown haircut as well. Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, a bald explorer, and today, slightly different video today, I'm with my son Stanley, who, as you can see, our hairstyles are identical. Only my hair is inward growing, whereas yours is outward growing.
Yeah, yours is going in and coming out your eyes.
It's strange.
And out the ears and the nose. That's actually happening, yeah.
Is it?
No.
It had me worried. This is a very basic, simple and raw video. I do say that occasionally, don't I? Only it means that it don't...
Unedited.
Yeah.
Straight off the SD card.
Exactly. No effort. Effortless.
You just put the card in an envelope to
Send
YouTube
it
headquarters.
to YouTube, and they do the rest. It's amazing. So why am I making a video with my son? Well, he's my son.
Why is it raining?
Why is it raining? So if you've been watching any of my nonsense recently, you'll know that I've been thinking about purchasing some land, and I've been thinking about doing some farming, I suppose. And Stanley's a farmer. He's an American beef farmer who...
Cattle
Out
around the back.
You're a rancher, aren't you?
Rancher, yeah.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay!
He's a bit
Ranch.
of a...
That's the name, Yippee-ki-yay Ranch.
It's enough.
Ranch dressing.
We've been
I
planting...
know somebody's laughing.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear that?
Is it pause?
It's just turned itself off.
I'm not filming this.
It's just...
Gave up. It's doing.
It turned itself off.
It's got a really,
We're back.
really good frame in here.
Yeah, it would do.
Backseat drivers.
It turned itself off just now. It turned itself off. Sorry about that. So I will have done some fancy editing thing to make it look like that was intentional.
Star wipe.
Oh, star
Can you do a
wipe.
star wipe?
I can, but
They'll think it's lame, and then they'll hear me suggest it, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, he did it for Stan."
Yeah, it's
we
so
go.
naff to do a star wipe.
That's why
I've seen people do them, and I think that's so naff. Anyway, I'll probably do it. I would have done a blur wipe. I like those. Anyway, we're blurring the main issue of why we're standing in your back garden.
Yes.
Yeah, land. It's interesting because you've got a bit of land out the back of your house.
Yes. Commonly known as a garden.
No,
I wouldn't call it land per se.
well, it is land. It's a
It's
nice little land.
technically.
And actually, if we move apart like this, you can see it's quite bare, and there's a sprinkler going on. But the reason for that is that Stanley has been working on his garden for ages.
Since we moved in, really.
How long have you been here?
Almost 3 years. 2.5 years, let's say.
That's a long time to work on the garden. And look, it just looks like a muddy patch.
Yeah, this is an improvement, I'll have you know.
Yes, we've actually been planting grass. Now, the weird thing is, I've been slagging off Italian perennial ryegrass. What is it you've just been planting?
Hang on. I've got the
You've got the bit of paper with
the
it.
mixture
Oh, yeah.
receipt here. 30% boxer,
Yeah.
dwarf, amenity, perennial ryegrass.
Perennial ryegrass.
Perennial ryegrass, yeah.
Swine. It's like,
I've
it's
not-
gone to the other side.
So why are you slagging it off? Is it for gardens or
yeah.
for planting?
No, exactly.
Is my beef not gonna do very
Your
well?
cattle will get toxic stomachs from being fed on that.
But it has got 35% Samantha Slender Red Fescue.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Oh, you've rescued the situation.
That's more than the ryegrass.
Oh,
Everything
good.
else is less. But this is just what I bought. I did research, but I've forgotten it all.
Yeah, that's easy to do. So, Stanley has been working on his garden, and you had a bit of a rough patch of ground, didn't you?
Well, when we moved in, there was a shed in the middle of this on concrete that was coming out a third into the garden, and a sort of concrete path. So yeah, I'm talking away from you, but I can't see if I don't look. And a concrete path sort of going down the middle as well. So we had to ripple that up, and the soil was bad underneath and bumpy and horrible. And we've got a son that would be good to run
And I've
around.
got a grandson as well as your son.
Yeah, coincidence.
Or is that the same geezer? Because I never see the two together.
Yeah, they're always separate.
Yeah.
So we have torn up the garden, sort
Right.
of flattened it, and I'll keep turning away from the mic just to make it easier for you.
Thanks.
And yeah, today we're finally at the end of it. We're planting the grass, and all we have to do now is water it and hope
For the best.
for the best. Yes.
Yes. So I want to know then, turning
It's
around
coming.
like this so we can see the garden behind us in this heavily produced video.
Star wet.
How how difficult was it to sow the seeds? Because I'm thinking, as you know, of getting a piece of land, and I'd like a nice wild flower meadow, or I think they call it a species-rich pasture. I'm learning
The
the
technical
words.
terms.
No,
you know,
it's corporate speak, isn't
Yeah.
it? Really?
corporate farm speak.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really know yet how difficult it was because
Well, we did it
We've
basically
yet-
by hand, didn't we?
Well, we've yet to know whether it worked.
Yes, that's true.
It was very easy if this is successful.
So we
I
had
guess.
the seeds in a bucket.
In a bucket.
We should have filmed all of this, but of course we were just having too much fun.
Oh,
And we had
we've
seeds
got a
in.
little video on the phone.
Yes, that's true.
Some actual editing.
Oh, and I can't be asked for that. This is going out tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And we're going for a walk with my grandson. I want to have fun.
Good man.
So we had little buckets, little buckets.
It was
tacky
like a
little
children's
buckets.
seaside.
Yes, seaside
We had little
buckets.
buckets.
And we broadcast it in the old-fashioned way, didn't we? How the farmers
we-
used to
we
do
do
before
some-
modernisation. Hang on, he's coming.
We've got some left over here. I don't know if
Oh, I can. Yeah, hang
you
on.
want to see in there?
Wait for this motion. This is a little bit of special motion movement.
Those are some seeds.
How about that? We paid
Exciting.
extra for those effects.
That's the dolly.
That is the dolly. She's ever so nice. You can put some clothes back on now. And everyone,
We just threw it around basically. Tried to evenly
look, I
spread
can
it.
actually show you a little bit of this. For all you know, I may have edited in some photos which I have yet to take. So that can happen.
I'm trying to do a star wipe manually. Yes, so we are now. It's basically just a waiting game and a race between growth, hopefully, and birds.
Right, it's a race between them eating it or them growing.
Them eating the seeds.
And then growing as a result of eating.
Just dotted fat overfed birds lying.
But I think you said something quite interesting at some point today, and
quite rare.
I've been trying to retrieve it from my brain. It went along the lines of you normally don't think about grass and how big it grows.
Yeah, I mean, most people's experience, I guess, with grass is yay high.
That
So-
needs cutting.
That's when it needs cutting. So you only ever see like about 10% of the plant at most. And in my head, I guess my mental model of grass was almost that's
That's
is
it.
what that's it.
Yeah.
And then when you see grown grass, which has seeds or looks like corn or wheat, that's a separate thing
Yeah.
because you never see that transition, and most people look.
And yet when you look at the seeds, of course, you think, hey, wait a minute, they look reminiscent of those long stalks that come out of the ground that house about 30 of them hanging on the end, top heavy.
Well, when I was doing my research, because I googled buy grass Hampshire, and I thought it would just be like, yeah, here's some grass. It's easy.
Yeah,
grass,
just grass is grass.
bag of grass, $5.
Yeah.
But no, there's mixtures and different types, and so being interested in why, I was researching the different species
yeah.
and types, and obviously all the photos are of the grown plants.
Varieties.
Varieties.
Varieties of
But
grass.
what struck me as a someone who doesn't do this stuff normally is all the photos were of the grown plant.
Yes.
And when I'm thinking a picture of grass, I'm thinking sure.
You're thinking lawns.
Yeah. And then you see this full thing with the flowers, and they look different, and the root systems, different lengths, widths, types. It was interesting. And then I just bought the generic suggested. I bought the one called
So-
Family Lawn.
Family lawn for what? 40 quid?
Yeah, premium family. There was a non-premium one, and I bought the premium one for an extra, $5 or what have you.
Well, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Planting grass the easy way. Well, I think I must come back and do a less serious interview with you when you've got the grass about 3 or 4 feet high.
When we're ready for harvest.
Yeah, and then you can feed it to your and my grandson. It'll be nice, good little heifer that he is.
What is happening in this video? I'm sorry, everyone.
This is a little bit of a random one, but every now and again, you know, it's nice to have a little laugh. And we do have a laugh, don't we? You
We
and
do
I?
have a laugh, yeah.
Yeah, not usually on camera. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. If you really felt it was awful, give me a thumbs down. All that engagement, I love it. And write a comment underneath, even if it's nasty. And I will wish you a happy
Merry
Christmas. I will be back on another one.
We're probably the first ones to wish you that this year, so just remember that.
Till next time, thanks for watching.
Bye for now.
You took the word. You've seen these before, haven't you?
I've just known you for my whole life.
Gosh, that's sad.
It's a long time.
Bye.